What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Breakfast with Perkins. I am, of course, your host, Perkins, and I'm just going to get right into it. I am super excited and stoked over the showing that Xbox had for their Xbox showcase. This would have been, 4 days ago or something like that. And these things are always really fun to get into and kind of look at, but I can't think of one I've been more excited for. It almost made me feel like a kid again who was just waiting for all these new games to come out. So real quick, I just wanted to touch on what games I'm most excited for, and then other games I'm just kind of like not that excited for, but still like, that could be something. So we'll just hop right into it. First off, Fable. I am so excited for Fable. I'm dying over here. Anyway, I am so excited for Fable. The very first Fable was the very first game that ever got me into RPGs. Had it not been for Fable, The Lost Chapters, I maybe eventually would have gotten into like other RPGs, but that was one that kicked it off for me. And this game looks amazing. Unfortunately, they pushed it out. It was supposed to be releasing later this year. Obviously, given the window of when Grand Theft Auto is coming out, they decided to push it back to February of next year. And they also released a 30-minute demo, gameplay demo of what it looks like, and it looks amazing. It kind of looks like Fable 2 mixed with like the color palette of Oblivion, the original Oblivion, and it looks amazing. It looks stunning, and I'm so excited for that. Like I said, Playground Games, I'm in their corner. I've been playing Forza Horizon 6 like it's going out of business, and going out of style, like it's no one's business. I combined the two. I'm an idiot. I apologize. I've been playing Horizon 6 since it came out, and I said if they can do back-to-back titles, they obviously have the car thing down, but if they can do an RPG mixed with the car stuff, I think that'll be really, let me scoot over here. I think that'll be really dope. And so I'm really rooting for this game. The only nitpick I have from the demo of what they showed so far is that for some reason the mouth moving with the dialogue didn't look the greatest.
You have to stop him.
Look, kid, I'm a butcher, and Colin's just a pig. Do I need to spell it out?
But I'm not like all the other pigs, am I, John?
Oh, look, I am not having this conversation with you again, Colin.
But I know it was what do they call it? Not a pre-render, not a demo, but there's a different term they have for it where it's not the final. Anyway, so they have until February to get that polished and looking good. Other than that's the only gripe I've had so far. It looks amazing, so I'm really excited for that. Another game that I don't know too much about, but I saw the trailer for it and the gameplay that they released with the showcase would have been, what was it? Plague Requiem? No. What's it called? Resonance, A Plague Tale Legacy. That's it. And that just, it looks really good. I don't know what it's about really. I need to look more into it, but that looked amazing. Again, I don't know too much about that. I don't know if it's been around. I don't know. Again, I don't know anything about that, but it's just another game that I'm really looking forward to because it looks really good. Another game that I don't know anything about that also looks really good was it Senua? Senua, I need to look more into these games. I wish I could talk to you more about that. I don't know shit about at least those last two. But they just look very interesting. Clockwork Revolution. We got a little more gameplay on that, a little more information about that, and that looks really good. And what I'm really happy about that, and I'll talk more about how I'm feeling about Xbox as a whole towards the end of it, what I'm really hyped about that was they've made that an Xbox exclusive, which is really cool. I think one thing, actually I'll talk about it at the end, but yeah, Clockwork Revolution, that's another thing. That looks really good too. I love that whole, just that kind of that Bioshocky, Dishonored kind of look to it. I don't know, it's just, I dig it, that whole steampunk vibe. Speaking of Dishonored looking things, what was it? What was the game? Magicians, The Devil's Deal. That looks really cool. It looks like if you took the movie, what's that, god damn it, what's that movie? Come on, catch me if you can. What's that movie with the magicians and they use magic? They use magic as like a means of, like, I forget what it's called, but it's like if you took that mixed with Dishonored, and you have a wand that you do stuff with, and you do card tricks that kill. It looks really cool. It looks like Dishonored from a magician standpoint. It looks really, really cool. And the intro to it was, I guess, the devil, he's like orchestrating the show, and he was like the ringleader, not the ringleader, he was like the orchestrator. And then he covers his face and he turns into Satan.
That's your cue.
Like it just looks really cool. It's a cool premise. I don't know anything about that game either, but it looks really cool. Another game that now I can't remember what it was, but I remember it sticking out was Valor Mortis. And that looked really good as well. I can't think of what that was though.
Would you have the strength?
Well, hello, kitten.
Resolve to
I'm drawing a blank on what the game was, but Valor Mortis, I remember looking at it and thinking, wow, that looks really good. I'll put clips in this anyway too, so I'll know as I'm editing it, but right now it'll seem like I have no idea what I'm talking about, because I don't. So. And then the last game that kind of stood out to me would have been, well, hello, kitten. Would have been Blood of Dawnwalker. The Blood of Dawnwalker. I can't get enough of vampires. If we talk about mythical creatures that aren't real, creatures you hear about in Fable, stuff like that. Not game Fable, but Fables and stuff like that. Vampires are probably my favorite. Love Underworld, love Blade, all that stuff. Love vampires, and the fact that this is like a vampire RPG, I'm in. I'm so in. That comes out in September. I'm really, really, really happy about those games. And then of course they're redoing Spyro and Crazy Taxi, which those are two games I grew up on. I'll probably be getting those. Crazy Taxi is great. They're redoing Halo, which I'm probably not gonna do. I don't know what it is. I'm over Halo. I'm sorry. I know as an Xbox guy, I shouldn't be over Halo, but I'm just over Halo. I'm over Gears of War 2, and I know they're pushing Gears of War heavy. They're pushing Gears of War heavy, and rightfully so. It's their exclusive for this year. So I get why they're pushing it, but I just never really got into Gears of War. I don't know. I just didn't really. I don't know. One of those things. But all in all, I'm really happy with the direction Xbox is going right now. From what I've heard, PlayStation had a really good showcase as well. I don't know the difference between the Microsoft. I know there's going to be some overlap there, but I heard PlayStation had a really good one too. But I'm really loving this direction Xbox is going. And I didn't really know what to think with this, what's her name? Asha Sharma, is that her name? I didn't really know what to think about a chick who had no really background experience and all this stuff. And she's done more in the past, 2-3 months of her being at the helm than Phil Spencer's done in the past, 5-10 years. She's redone the logo. She's gotten Xbox back to basics, I feel like, with making these really cool exclusive games. She knocked down the price of Game Pass, which when's last? That'd be like saying, like Netflix come out and saying, hey, I know we're charging you $15.99 a month. We're gonna go and knock it down to $8. You don't ever hear of them knocking down the prices. And especially with all these exclusives, these in-house games and then exclusives they'll have coming down the pipeline, you would think that they would jack the price back up. And she's knocked it down, and she seems to really want to get Xbox back to good. And I'm here for it. I'm all here for it. It seems like it's in a really good place. Also, shout out to a Godzilla game. So as we all know, Grand Theft Auto is coming out the November of this year. And so most games, I think the last game that releases that's like a major title, I think releases like October 6th. And then from October to February, they're leaving that open for GTA to do its thing. And then February, all the games pick back up and stuff like that. Except for the Godzilla game. Godzilla's releasing the same time as GTA. And I don't know, that's an insanely ballsy move or an insanely stupid move. I'm going to lean towards the side of ballsy, and I think they'll do well. I think people will buy it just for the aspect of you guys are releasing the same time as GTA. Yeah, I'll buy your game. I don't know much about it. I heard it's a remake or a redo or something like that. So we'll see on that. I don't know too much about it, but the fact that they're coming out the same window as GTA is insane to me, and I respect that. You know, I respect that. That's all I got. I just really want to get on here real quick and just share, my thoughts on what's going on right now in the Xbox side of things, and I guess just gaming in general. And actually, I've been playing the hell out of Forza Horizon 6, and I'm having a blast. I don't know what it was with Horizon 5. I just didn't get into it. Horizon 4 I was all about, loved it. Was on weekly, making sure I got everything, all the playlists done and stuff. 5 came around, and now 6, and I'm loving it. I just bought 007 First Light. I gotta play that, and I'm hearing it's really good. And then I bought Harry Potter, which I played on consoles and already finished, but I haven't played it on PC. And that was like $9 or whatever. So I'm gonna play a modded version of that. But yeah, I'm having a whale of a time with Forza. And actually, I'm gonna make another video. So obviously, as you guys know, I do photography, all stuff like that, and that has translated into taking pictures in the game. So I try to make pictures look as lifelike as I possibly can. What the hell are you doing? What the hell? Cat hits a bag and then somehow it's his issue. I don't know. So I take pictures in the game and I try to make them look as realistic as I possibly can. And I'll put a couple up here while I'm explaining it. So I think what I want to do is, and I've put them on Reddit and I've uploaded them on Instagram, and a few people have said, can I make a video to show them how I get them looking so lifelike and realistic? So I think that's what I'll do. I'm going to make a video here soon. After Sunday, I have 4 days off. So I think that'll give me plenty of time to make a video and put that out there. But that's all I got. That's my money. I'll talk to you guys later. Let me know how you're feeling. How you guys feeling about the Xbox Live Showcase? Xbox Showcase. I think right now, I think gaming is in the best state it's been in a long time. I feel like, and I was talking to some guys at work about this, I feel like the start of gaming kind of turning for the better. Kitten, what are you doing? Oh my God. I don't know if you can see him right now. He's climbing all over the place. You'll probably see him wrap around over here. I think once Baldur's Gate and what's that other game? Fuck, what's it called? Baldur's Gate. Then there's another turn-based strategy game. Kitten, what are you doing? Oh my God. What's the big turn-based game? 33 Expedition 33 or whatever. When those came out, I feel like that was when gaming made like an uprise, and then now we're just getting, everything looks amazing. Like, it feels good to be a gamer again. Before it was just like, okay, what major, like before, prior to 2 years ago, it seemed like every year it was, you might get a game once every few years and then your annual sports release. That was, or your Call of Duty or whatever it is. But now it seems like there's a lot of cool things to look forward to, and it seems like there's something for everyone. So as a gamer, I feel like gaming's in a really good spot right now. I'm really happy with where gaming is right now, and I'm excited to see where it's going. And I'm excited to see what this Asha Sharma chick does with Xbox. I started off as an Xbox guy, as I've said, but also PlayStation. And since they stopped doing stuff on PC now, which I don't know how long they're going to do that. I understand Sony's play to want to get exclusives back to PlayStation, because it's going to force other people to buy their consoles, therefore they make money on the consoles. But my hand might be forced to buy a PlayStation. I don't know. But I also want a Steam machine because I do miss couch gaming. So, but anyway, that's different server time. Let me know how you guys think. I'm going to land the plan there. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.